Botany Explorers presented by the Danbury Public Library, where we visit various parks in our area and learn a little bit about plants along the way. My name's Darcy, and today I'd like to take you on a little adventure. Today we're heading out to Bartlett Arboretum and Gardens. It's about a 50-minute drive from Danbury. Bartlett Arboretum and Gardens contains 93 acres of parkland, gardens, and hiking trails that are open daily to the public. The Arboretum started in 1913 when Dr. Francis A. Bartlett bought around 30 acres of land in North Stamford. He planned to use the land for his home, as well as a training school and research lab for his company, the F.A. Bartlett Tree Expert Company. As the years passed, he gathered a large number of plant specimens from around the world. In 1965, the research lab moved to North Carolina, and the Stamford site was bought by the state of Connecticut and became the Connecticut State Arboretum. In 1993, the land transferred to the University of Connecticut at Stamford. Control transferred for the last time in 2001 to the Bartlett Arboretum Association, who now maintains the beautiful grounds today. The Arboretum currently runs a number of research programs focused on local plant ecology and the ecology and evolution of tropical plants. We first explored the hiking trails, starting at the Red Oak Trail and looping around on the Tulip Tree, the Black Birch, and the Brook trails. The trails are very easy hikes, with just some rocks and tree roots to watch out for. Along the way, you see a lot of plants with very large leaves. Just look at the size of them! You'll also find the remains of old stone walls as well as a babbling brook. And even some ferns. Keep your eyes open for moss-covered rocks hiding in the shadows. Moss loves cool, damp temperatures, so it prefers to grow in shady places out of the sun. Check out the shaggy bark on this tree. Isn't that neat? There are woodpeckers in the area. Can you see all the holes in this tree? The trails were my favorite part of the Arboretum, but it's not all wilderness. There's flowers too. A short walk from the parking lot, you'll find bright flowering bushes. Including these orange flowers. There's even a dawn redwood to see. This tree is massive, but despite it being around 73 years old, it's still not fully grown yet. These trees can grow to at least 165 feet tall. Isn't that amazing? If you gently touch the leaves, you'll feel that they're very soft. If you look close, you can see a bird's nest tucked away in that tree. The grounds are full of patches of colorful flowers. Including these beautiful irises. The flowers attract a lot of happy bumblebees. There's also a word garden where you can use stones with words on them to write messages and poetry. Bartlett Arboretum and Gardens is a wonderful place to explore with lots to see. There's even a scavenger hunt set up with clues to help you find 8 little faces hiding through the gardens and trails. Can you find them all? Now, last time we met, we planted some marigold seeds. Now that we're together again, let's check to see how our seeds are doing. Have your marigolds popped out of the dirt yet? Mine have, but they're still kind of small. See them here? Unfortunately, I was out of my house for about 2 weeks because of repairs being done, and I wasn't able to come back in and water. So my little guys got a little stinted, so they're kind of small yet. But now that I'm back home again and able to water them, they should start growing quickly. Maybe we'll all have some flowers on our marigolds the next time we meet. For today, we're going to learn a little bit about how plants get water and nutrients. All living things need food to grow the cells that make up their bodies and to create the energy they need to live. While we humans gather food to eat, green plants make their own food. There's a few things they need in order to do this. They need sunlight, water, carbon dioxide, and nutrients from the soil. This sounds easy, but how does the plant get all that water and nutrients it needs from the soil up to its leaves so it can make food? It uses its roots. There are two types of roots a plant can have. They may have a taproot system, where there is one main root coming down from the plant with some branches coming off of it, or a fibrous root system, which has lots of small roots branching off from the plant. Dandelions are taproot plants, while our marigolds have fibrous roots. The plant uses these roots to absorb the water and nutrients they need from the soil. They then move those up to the leaves using a vascular system, kind of like how we use veins and arteries to move blood around our bodies. As an example of how this works, we're going to make a chromatography flower. To do this, we need some coffee filters, some pipe cleaners, a small glass, a bit of water, and some water-based markers like Crayolas. It's also helpful to have some paper towel so that you don't get any marker on your table. To start, we're going to take our coffee filter and use the markers to draw colors around the middle. We can use any colors we like and draw any shapes we like, but we should leave the outer half of the coffee filter empty. This is where we'll see the results of our experiment. We're next going to fold our coffee filter in half, then in half again, and then in half again, until we get something that looks like this. It has a nice little point at the end. Now we need our glass and some water. We need just enough water to fill about an inch of the glass. We don't want it too deep. We then put our folded coffee filter into the water point first and wait for the magic to happen. This will usually take about 10 minutes. When we come back later, we see that all the color has run all the way to the top of the coffee filter. So that part we had left without any marker on it, that now has color too. Pretty cool, right? But what happened here? Well, this is chromatography, the separation of a mixture by passing it through a solution or a medium. The mixture is the color from the markers, and the solution that we're using is water. This is also an example of how water moves through a vascular system. The water is moving up from the glass through the coffee filter, similar to how water moves up from the roots of a plant to its leaves. We now need to set our coffee filter aside to dry. Once dry, we refold our coffee filter. Then take a pipe cleaner and wrap it around the point, nice and tight. We can now open up the petals of our flower. Thank you for joining me this month on our quick trip to Bartlett Arboretum and Gardens. Tune in next time as we explore another area and learn a little bit more about plants. Until then, stay safe and stay curious. Bye, everyone.